first time I've been to India, and just looking through some of the past footage of Champions League from 2 years ago, it's, I think it's going to be really exciting. We've got a really strong side over there and a lot of international experience, so I think they'll put us in good stead. Yeah, definitely. Stewie's been around for a long time, and yeah, obviously he was a key part in us going so well last year in the 2020 Big Bash. So definitely looking to learn off him and a couple of the other guys as well.
You look at Chennai, they've got our Dougie Bollinger, you know, they've got Hussey, they've got Ashwin. I think everywhere you turn, you're going to find sides that are just, you know, got amazing depth and the best players in the world. No, I think we're all excited, and you know, the last time we get to play together as a team in New South Wales side, it's a pretty special occasion. I guess the key for us as a side was that we just focused on our own strengths. You know, a lot of the team meetings we had were based around just looking at our footage, what we were doing really, really well, and applying those to the conditions.
How's it been being the captain of the Breakers?
I've loved it. This will be my second season. Hopefully we can get that 7th title in a row.
That's an unbelievable run.
Yeah, definitely. Something that we're really proud of. You know, ever since I've been in the Breakers team or squad for the last sort of 10 years, we've had that culture of success.
One more thing I wanted to ask you is the ex-Victorian captain has moved up to play.
Yeah, a huge bonus for the Breakers to have Rachel Haynes join the squad. She's a great player for Australia as well, and the way she's added just a huge work ethic, but she goes about her training in such a way that's really pushing everyone else, and yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing her put on the light blues and yeah, hit a few balls around.
But the day the contracts were released, I was absolutely stunned. I mean, people were talking about age and stuff like that, but that, to me, that's no consideration these days. People play longer these days, they're fitter these days, physically you're looked after better. Where do you go from here, Kato? I know you've got another season to play for the Blues, and you want to embarrass that decision. I know you will. I know you will.
Look, I said it at the time, look, I've moved on from it. It's one of those things that happens in cricket, and my focus is basically on us having a good tournament in India in the next couple of weeks. So, and I've been fortunate that surrounded by the guys here, they sort of gave me that urge to play on. There was no doubt when it happened, I thought about what I was going to do.
Ask you about that.
And you know, a lot of the messages I got from the guys here, and also some of the guys in the Australian team, that support and the level of support from the public was blew me away. So with that support, I've sort of thought, you know what, I want to go out there and just enjoy my cricket as I always have. Hopefully have a lot of success with the Blues this year. So that's my main focus.
So in your mind's eye, let me ask you, you know, you'll go and play for China, come back, sail up with the Blues again. I mean, surely you're looking to grab your spot back in the Oz team. I mean, that's got to be your main goal.
Definitely, mate. That's why I worked so hard before the Sri Lanka tour, and you know, second leading wicketaker in the one-day series. Everyone, did you hear that?
Left armour as well, special left arm.
Swinging him too. No, mate. You go and do all that stuff because you want to prove yourself. You want to do it yourself, and to be honest, you know, playing for Australia is playing for Australia. You know how proud this country is, and you grow up wanting to play for Australia, and you know, playing for Chennai and all that is fantastic. You know, but as I said, it's where you're from, it's where you grow up, and you know, the sunny west is where I'm from, and Australia is where I grew up, and that's what I want to do.
But you've just got back from Sri Lanka. You went over there to fill in while Punter come back for the birth of his second daughter. That must have given you a lot of inspiration to think that, you know, your name was first in there in the Test arena. You happy with that?
Yeah, definitely. It's obviously a shock to myself. Obviously, I worked hard towards the end of the season last year. I started off, got picked for the one-day series in India, and I missed out in the first Shield game. And you know, credit to Nicky Madison, scored 100 on debut there, and I had to wait, you know, another 7 games before I got my opportunity. And you know, from there, I took that opportunity, and then the recent A series, I batted well over there. And
you got a double century over there.
I got a double century in 100 final, but
which is more runs than I scored in my whole career. Thanks.
But no, I was in some good form, and it's good to see that the selectors have got me in the back of their minds. Been a lot of talk about myself playing just 2020 cricket, and it's good to see for me to prove to people that I'm actually there for the longer form and the one-day stuff as well.
Just on the Big Bash, how do you feel about the franchising of the sides and how the setup's going to be?
I think it's fantastic. You know, to be honest, you got a lot of players there that are sitting on the bench that aren't going to be getting games. That, you know, the 2 new teams in Sydney and Melbourne, and I think it's good for the game. You know, you got youngsters coming through. Obviously, I made my debut through 2020 cricket. And As I keep saying,
It's a great stepping stone, isn't it?
Fantastic.
Yeah.
As anyone says, any runs in any form of the game is good, or any wickets in any form is fantastic to put your name at the top of the list there, and hopefully the selectors take note.